It feels like Denver, the team of the moment at the moment. The Chargers at Denver, our next matchup. Obviously, Russell Wilson now benched. We're going to see Jarrett Stidham under center. Does that change how you're attacking things in this matchup?
I mean, this game, it could have been so good. I was chatting about it with some friends, talking through best ball matchups and week 17, things that we thought might happen. And you look at this, and Denver allow the 11th most quarterback fantasy points, the second most running back fantasy points, the most to tight ends. And then the Chargers on the other side, they allow the 4th most QB fantasy points, the 9th most running back fantasy points, the 3rd most wide receiver points, and the 11th most tight end points. This could have been so good if these two teams had good quarterback play at this point in the season. Jared Stidham, he had 2 starts last year, completed 67% of his passes against the Niners and the Chiefs. So by no means easy defenses to pass on. He went 365 and 3 touchdowns against the Niners, and then 219 and 1 against the Chiefs. We're hoping for a bit more like the Niners outcome than the Chiefs. Across those 2 games, he targeted Davante Adams 20 times in 2 games, which is always nice to see because you kind of get, okay, he's going to target his studs. But what studs has he got here? Is Cortland Sutton going to clear concussion protocol in time? If not, Jerry Jeudy? Or now that we've not got Russell Wilson out there, does Marvin Mims suddenly step into it and have a much bigger role? Does Greg Dulcich come off IR? There are so many ambiguous questions here. It's incredibly difficult. It would be an excellent spot for Javonte Williams, but he's had 14 touches in back-to-back games after averaging like 20 touches for like 3 straight. It seems like they really eased back on Javonte Williams, not wanting to run him out too heavily, knowing that next year is really going to be the year they want to get the most out of him. So you start who you have to in this one. From a fantasy perspective, I don't think I'd attack it heavily in DFS, although, with these 2 defenses, there is potential that they could go a bit nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of back into that hold your nose territory. I think ideally for DFS, we're probably targeting some juicier matchups, but I also really like Gerald Everett's matchup this week. I think he's, Denver has allowed quite a lot of points to the tight end position. I think he's a sneaky play if you're looking for a flyer potentially this week, or so DFS lunch, trying to save some money.
So that's Donald Parham scoring 2 touchdowns this week then.
Why not? I'm starting Gerald Everett in a final of a redraft league this week, so it's probably going to come back and hurt me, definitely. Before we move on to our next matchup, help us with our goal. Tom and I sat down and we said we want to hit 1,500 subscribers by the end of the season. We are so close. We are so close. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead, do so. Let's click subscribe right now. We have got so much planned for the off season. Do it now, and it will help you later.